Whoa, wait a minute.
Dude.
I grabbed it before the cops got here.
Oh.
Oh. I should be the one to bring him in. Well, I was the
really,
one with a
Trish?
surgical drain
That's
in my gut, so
If you find him, how are you gonna handle him?
when I find him,
Why is he
Like
asking
I
so
said.
many questions like that?
I opened a special bottle.
I'm unstoppable. And I have all my organs intact.
Oh.
There is one thing I would like to know.
Shoot.
Tell me why someone wants to kill you.
Oh. Wait, someone went after him. So
Wayne, honey,
what is
pass
this?
me a hot dog.
Yep.
You got exactly 1 week
Ooh.
to pay up, or we tie on a third plate and drop you in.
You're gonna get your
Dude.
money. I,
He ended up doing criminal stuff, am I right?
blackmailed them.
Wow.
I'm betting one of them is after me. You sense it, the darkness in people. The shit they've done.
Hold on a
The
second.
worst
What?
one's what I see, I feel.
Wait, I'm so sorry I'm pausing it again, guys, but like, they're sort of dumping a lot on us really early. Is he saying that he can sense people's guilt and wrongdoings? Could this all connect back to IGH? It must do. It must do. If they wrap this up nicely, it must sort of resolve that whole situation, right? Okay, let me just say this. I'm very confused, and I think I'm going to be confused with the start episode. I don't want to rewind it. I just want to watch it, but there you go. So if I don't get something, my bad.
The last time I doubted someone's powers, they ended up impaled by scaffolding.
Yeah.
What
Although,
else can
is
you
he
do
being
with
legit
these
though?
Powers.
I'm telling you,
besides blackmail.
I'm telling you now, I still get the weirdest vibe he's lying. Like, I don't trust him. So even though he's saying all of this, and Jess is now believing him because of something that's happened in the past, I still don't trust him.
Do you have one of those headaches now?
I wouldn't be here if I did. I slipped them anonymous notes. I
So he
know what you
targeted
did,
3 people
pay
to
me
basically get
type
money.
thing. I gave them drop locations, and for all I know, the cash is sitting there right now.
Let's go get him. Already on it. If someone attacks you again while you're still recovering.
Okay, so Trisha's now trying to work with Jess again, and in the sense of like, she keeps trying to push this. But the problem is last time we saw her, she was all like, Jess, stay out of this. I don't need you. You don't need to be the hero anymore. So what is it? What does she want? Does she want Jess to stay? Does she want her to go? Does she want her to be a part of any of this? Does she want it for herself? Does she want to be selfish? You know, there's so many questions I've got about Trish right now. It's ridiculous. Specifically about the whole, like, this is my sort of thing, you know. Obviously, she's got the guy and he's been arrested. I feel like this is just, it's almost like a drug to her. You know how she had the issue with addiction and it was almost like, you know, she couldn't get off of it and blah, blah, blah. I have a gut feeling that this whole heroics vigilante, I'm the hero, I'm the moral compass of the world, I feel like it's acting almost like a drug. You know, are her motives there the right reasons, or is she still trying to leech off of Jess's abilities? But yeah, I don't think Trisha's, you know, all good yet, if you know what I'm trying to say. I don't think her motives are all, you know, great. She thinks she has Jess's best interest, but she actually has the opposite, in my opinion. The other thing we need to talk about is this other dude who apparently has this ability to tell when someone has this guilt or they've done bad things, and then he blackmails them, right? It's the weirdest ability I can think of. Like, so random. I can understand how I can sense people's guilt or emotion, but then using it to blackmail people, obviously he had the issue with money, but is it just me who thinks this whole weird storyline with this new super is a bit fishy? I would be actually really annoyed if Jess didn't end up with Beto and his father. Like, that would really annoy me if that didn't happen, simply because I thought that was the arc we were going to, and he was so good for her.
There's no reason for us to double up. Go find your own bad guy. I don't need your help.
And Trisha's just like, whatever. But the thing is Trisha, oh, she's gonna keep pushing this. She will keep pushing it. And then, just watch. She'll keep pushing it, and then Jess will get annoyed, and there'll be more conflict, and da-de-da-de-da. I know That's the thing. I can see how she does have good intentions in the sense that she's trying to help or find whoever did that to Jess because it's her family. But all the other intentional motive behind that, I don't think is decent. There you go. See? Her own PI work.
I need to know.
Well, there is. So there are cash drops and there are money there.
It hurts that bad, huh?
It will when I get close.
So he has a
Well, in
bad
3
headache.
hours was surprising and
That's what he's
attempted
saying.
murder.
It gets worse when he's near people that are like dodgy, right?
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe your power is bullshit.
You're right. Let's go.
That's what I said. I don't believe his abilities. It almost seems so fake
Why
to
did
me.
you pay the blackmail?
You know?
This is a home invasion.
Is there something dodgy in his house? Is that why he's got the headache? Is she gonna find something and then it's gonna become like legitimate?
Stop! You can't just barge in here.
Wow, that is
You're
disgusting.
trespassing.
I know exactly
a
what
private
that is.
home.
Bro, she's gonna... So that's what
Hey,
the
don't
headache's
touch
about,
me.
right?
Ah!
Oh, so maybe it is genuine. And break the handle. Well, we never know. See, that's the thing.
You want to know if you can rely on.
Bro, she has major trust issues from Kilgrave. I'm seeing so many parallels on the scene right here. Could I actually trust you to do the right thing? Could this partnership work, you know? It's almost like the same sorts of questions that she's having to ask herself again and again and again when she works with people. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this guy. Like, I get the weird vibe from him. But he could be genuine. He could literally be genuine. So he gets a headache when he's around people that have things to hide, right? It's a very, very useful power. Now that can go so well in tandem with Jess. Just think about this. She wants to do the hero work, right? Well, she's trying to do more heroic things, right? She tries to do it and sometimes she struggles or sometimes she fails or whatever. She can find the bad guys like that with him. Like that, if it's legitimate. So is this a partnership in the making that I'm just like, you know, am I just not very trusting? Like Jess, you know? Is that just, have I, because of her experiences, been exposed to a point where I don't trust people that come into her life because of exploitation or whatever they may want to do with her?
It looks awkward, but once you start using it, you won't notice.
Oh, is this for her ALS?
I need to be left alone.
She's basically rejecting this help now.
bed rails.
Goodbye.
Because she's such a powerful person. She doesn't want help in that sort of way. Not at all. Bro, that must be so crippling mentally. So what's he doing now? I bet you Hogarth is going to end up, you know, trying to go as far as she can to try and get this love relationship. Something's going to go wrong and she's going to go down a massive dark spiral. I feel like she has to have a dark spiral. A character like her who's so easily, like, fluid across the line of good and bad, you know. So she's going to have some more dark arcs. And for example, if she can't get what she wants and she feels she fears death without having a life that she's happy with, what does that mean? And where does she go from there?
You did something or you wouldn't have paid, so spit it out.
What did you do?
Skimmed from our petty cash for my mom's operation.
Wait, really? Surely, like, if his abilities were that good, he would be able to tell if someone's motives were genuine. Like, she stole because she had to. She didn't have a choice. It's like, how the hell would the, you know, if the mother needs money for an operation and funeral, whatever, da-da-da-da-da, she sold a wedding ring or engagement ring because of it. Surely he would pick up on that. Oh! Did she do something even worse?
So Raina Pincer here has embezzled millions from your pension accounts.
So she was just... I see. So she was just lying. Is that what that is? So I just basically trusted her for zero reason. I feel like I'm being so harsh on this new guy. Maybe I should just relax. Oh. Dude!
It's me. The surgery worked.
Dude, I'm surprised she's so easily open with her identity.
Someone has to take on the assholes that Hogarth defends before they hurt more people.
Oh, wow. So she's basically going after Hogarth's clients.
All I'm saying is you know I'm on the side of right.
Do we? I can understand because she's actually speaking facts in a sense to Malcolm.
Before hell scared in here.
And the whole, like, you're on the wrong side of it, which is true, and he knows that deep down. But I don't think she's particularly squeaky clean on the right side of it either.
I know what you are.
team up and stop all the bad guys.
You see, that's what I thought that
I
could
do. I
potentially.
don't need you.
We could spend the rest of our lives stopping bad guys, and we would never even make a dent.
That's like saying you should never do anything good because there's always bad in the world. What kind of logic is that?
Cute couple. You want me to destroy Peter so you can steal his wife?
Yeah, see?
Isn't it?
He found everything, even that.
Cheating. You know what? If I want to be insulted, I will call Jessica. I asked you for results, and
If I want to be insulted, I will call Jessica. Fantastic.
I'd need more than a temp desk in the file room.
leveraging my private life against me.
Ooh, Malcolm.
I don't think I like this side of you.
Neither do I.
This firm can't afford that.
And get a new investigator.
What exactly will I be paying for?
Agree to the number. Has been making withdrawals from the scholarship fund that he and Kith set up in their daughter's memory. He uses the cash to buy gifts for his girlfriends.
Wow.
Sometimes pays their rent.
So he's stealing money from the scholarship fund.
Worth it. What do you want to do?
Nothing.
I bet you she'll blackmail him. She'll say, I've got this on you. What now? Because the thing is, right, Malcolm's never going to actually do that. Like, I don't think he'd ever actually make the step to destroy someone's life. Like, Hogarth may be able to do it like that. I don't think Malcolm will. Once it gets to that point, he'll hesitate or something along those lines. So, what I'm trying to say is she's going to use that against him as leverage with this whole blackmailing situation, and then boom, you know, get what she wants out of it. Okay, so overall what's happening right now, Jess is still investigating, trying to find the person who stabbed her. I don't think that's going particularly well. I feel like they're trying to sort of portray this arc of Jess and Trish are going to end up needing to work together to find this. I don't know, I feel like they're going for that. As much as it does frustrate me, I'm all for forgiveness, but I think there's a benchmark, or there's like a level that once you cross, there is no back into forgiveness, you know, like there's certain things you can do which you can't be forgiven for. I don't know how they're going to do that and actually make me feel like I'm for it. That's what I'm excited for. How write this to make me excited or make me empathetic for Trish and the whole reconnection, because at the moment I don't really care if it happens or not, you know, and that's the point. That's what I'm hoping this series does. There's still a long time to go. Will it sort of swing me back around to the idea of accepting it, or am I going to be stuck on the fence like I have been this whole time, like I don't really like her and I'm not sure I'm ever going to again. So yeah, those are those two situations that are happening. I mean, you've got the whole morality issue with, like I just said, with Malcolm, but also with Trish. She's sort of saying to Malcolm, you're on the wrong side of this. Now, I don't think Trish is on the wrong side of it, but I do think she's on the wrong side of it doing it for the wrong reasons. So there's a difference between Malcolm, who seems like he's doing things for reasons to progress himself. It doesn't seem like potentially negative reasons. Trish, on the right side of it, but doing it for the wrong reasons. Now, as for what this whole weird arc about blackmailing and money and this other guy with disabilities is about, I have no idea. I'm trying to theorize as to what exactly. He sought out Jess, right? And I don't think that's a coincidence. I think they're kind of playing it off like it was a coincidence at this point in time, but it feels very much like it was on purpose, like he moved his way into that situation on purpose. He's being blackmailed by certain people because something to do with money, and then, to be fair, the story is pretty hazy in my eyes, but I still do not trust him. And the thing is like, I can't tell if that's just my trust issues or whatever. I don't know. I've got a weird feeling that his abilities aren't what they, you know, aren't what he says they are. And I'm not sure that he would use them for the things he should be, if that makes any sense. I feel like there may be a potential barrier of, like, would he step further than Jess would, you know? But yeah, my bet is it's somehow connected to the remnants of IGH. Like, obviously we've got the end of IGH in the sense that we had Carl and the mother and then that whole situation, but they never actually, like, yeah, IGH disbanded and you know, Carl refused to work with them any further. But that doesn't mean the dark side of IGH is gone. Right now, to be fair, it does just feel like a big season of character arcs. It doesn't really feel like it's got a major central plot. That's what I'm trying to... That's why I was sort of thinking that it's a little bit confusing as to how this is all going to reconnect, you know? Like, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me.
I'm not one of your chess pieces, Jerry. You can't control me.
You can't control me. See? I'm making parallels. I'm so sad they didn't go after a certain...
I came through with the cat.
Ooh.
3 hours late.
Oh, wow.
I let that slide again.
Wow.
3 weights this time.
And now that you watch Jess or Trish, for goodness sake.
No!
Oh, Trish showed up.
Who the hell are you, little girl?
Did she end up working with him? Could this be Trish's new partner? Is that where they're going with this? And he just runs off. Why was that so funny? And here we go, interrogation time. Oh shoot, Trish!
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's what happens when she's reckless. And how's that going to affect her moral compass thing?
I'm sorry. I have to catch a train. Thank you for this.
You can hear the music. They're setting up. She's either going to have a big emotional fall or just it's going to get really dark. Oh, the one that she was stabbed with.
Please, God, you're hurting me. You're hurting me.
The heck?
I barely touched
Dude.
you.
Yes, but it makes for excellent visuals. Hidden security cameras.
Oh, wow.
The city.
I don't know what the problem is, though. Is she there to send him to prison? You know? We know that she's seeking this darker arc. What could that mean?
I figured you out in an afternoon. One day, you'll meet your match, and you'll be exposed.
Ooh.
You think you're my match?
Oh, God, no.
Dude. Let me guess.
What is your emergency?
Wow.
Please. Please
For
send help.
goodness sakes.
Jessica Jones broke into my home and she attacked me.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Bro, he's almost like, how do I describe it? Kilgrave without the abilities, you know? Wow! Did that texture say release it? Will he? Will Malcolm step across that line?
I just need to know if she's okay.
One moment.
Because she just made a massive mistake. What did I say? Moral compass is cracked now.
Mrs. Blaskowski's condition has stabilized.
Is that blood?
What?
We're dealing with a murderer.
Explains the massive headache he gave me.
This guy is
He thinks we have proof of it.
way too intense. Oh, also, I can totally see how Jess is going to have freaking nightmares about this. This is literally almost like reliving Kilgrave, but an actual person, right? Someone who has the ability to control you like that.
I changed my mind.
Oh,
I want to buy it.
so they're going to work together. Is that what that's about?
Well, customer service is standing by to take your order.
Trish, I need your help.
Happy to help.
Okay, so they're starting this helping arc now. Oh! Dude! Well, they really are dealing with a killer, aren't they? Okay, so after that, guys, I think I was actually really confused in that episode. There's a lot that I think I may have missed, actually, like, thinking about it. Like, there were a couple of lines and I was like, wait, what? I feel like I may have missed some things. So, when I'm editing this, I may pick up on those things, so potentially things I talk about now may be wrong or whatever, but I'm sure I'll be understanding it after the second time of watching within the space of, like, 20 minutes. I think the only major things that I want to talk about is, first of all, this new guy, he's a killer, he's a serial killer, we know that he's killed many people. I'm getting super confused over the motive, you know. Is what happened, did this new guy, the one that can see if people are guilty, did he blackmail him? And then does he now think that they have evidence that he's killed people, and that's why he's after them? That's why he tried to kill him. Is that what that is? Now, is that why they're both targets? That's the vibe that I'm getting, that he's basically protecting himself now. So I think I've got that motive sussed. If I'm slightly wrong, I'm sure I'll figure it out across the next however many episodes, guys. But in terms of his character, oh my god. Now, let me just say this. I've always thought that they're never going to be able to live up to Kilgrave and that sort of level. I thought that the way that they did Season 1 was just phenomenal. I don't think you can really beat Season 1. I think it was absolutely perfect. The same way that I don't think you really live up to Wilson Fisk. But my point is, I don't actually think that they were going to beat Kilgrave unless they went down the arc of reigniting his abilities via someone else, which is what I thought they should have done through Kilgrave, through Hogarth. But my point is what I'm surprised about is the fact that they've taken a normal dude normal. It's not really normal, is he? He kills people, but what I'm trying to say is like someone without abilities, a non-super, right? And they've made him just as ominous as Kilgrave. That's what I think. That's what I'm proud of or happy with this series. Is like I'm sitting there watching this guy. I'm like, oh, and I'm not. The other thing as well is I'm not just sitting there thinking, bro, this is an easy match for Jess. Look, her abilities can do this. This is one of those times where she can't actually use her abilities like that. She can't. She's been manipulated again. And this is, I feel like if they're going to rope Kilgrave back in at some point in the season to have a little bit of a cameo, that'll be how. Because she'll feel like she's out of control again. She can't do what she needs to do to protect the people around her or protect herself or whatever, or be the hero. And then the whole Kilgrave things will come back. I feel like that's what's going to happen. Props to the show for bringing in another villain. I was hoping that they would have another big villain in the series, being as last season didn't really have one when you think about it. Like the mother wasn't really the villain, but you can tell this guy's evil. You can tell he's malicious and you can tell he's sadistic. So we've got a villain, a big one. It's episode 4 now. We've just been introduced to him, and what his agenda is beyond protecting himself, I don't know. It could go beyond that. The sort of person he is and what he's capable of, he's probably got some sort of mental disorder, but he's probably psychopath, right? But alongside that as well, what his motives may develop into, I'm not completely sure. Maybe he digs up stuff about Kilgrave. That would be a crazy arc as well. Like, imagine they took the arc of, like, he really dug into her past and then he tried to replicate what Kilgrave did to her with, you know, actual manipulation. Imagine that. Imagine someone to manipulate Jessica Jones went to copycat someone from her past. That would be insane. To be fair though, like this guy, if he goes 1v1 with Kilgrave, we know what's happening. It is definitely a step down, but I'm so impressed with the way that they've done this. Like with the way that they're going with this or could go with this. There are so many different avenues once again. Same as with Hogarth and what I thought they could have done there. There's another sort of avenue that I'm excited about here. As for the other thing that really confused me a lot actually is the last line. Jess sort of says, I don't need a sidekick, I need... What did she say? I need something. And it wasn't like, it was almost like she was saying she was going to use Trish because she's relentless, she's this, she's that, she's the other. Because now we've got this like semi-teaming up thing, but I don't think it's as genuinely an actual teaming up thing, you know? It sort of comes across as a vibe of like, yeah, exploitation, just potentially using Trish now. So whether this is going to heal their relationship, I don't think so. I think that's way more complicated than this. And how Trish is going to be involved, I'm not sure whatsoever. So I'm just going to have to watch the next episode, really. As of what else to say, there's literally nothing. I'm confused, I'm excited, I'm shocked, and I'm prepared for the next episode. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, as ever guys, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. Also as ever, don't forget to follow my Instagram, BritishChap with 2 P's, link in the description below. And as ever, comment down below guys your thoughts on the episode, the reaction, this whole new arc. What are your thoughts on my theory about the whole copycatting Kilgrave, how this guy is basically a Kilgrave without the abilities, except he uses this rather than whatever Kilgrave uses, you know, his abilities or wherever those come from. I don't know where they come from. But yeah, you know what I mean guys, let me know your thought on that theory and that avenue. Maybe having some discussion going. But yeah guys, that's all from me. As ever, this has been your boy BritishChap. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, la, la.